Am I live though? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, 110 people. Okay, let's go. All right. How am I going to see the live? Oh, 110 people. Okay, let's go. All right. How am I going to see the live? Okay. I don't know how this live thing works. It's crazy. Comments. Okay, I can see the comments. Let's go. Okay, I can see the comments. I'm just trying to situate myself. Hey guys, let me know where you guys are coming in from. Where are you guys from? Which country? Where are you guys coming in from? You are live. Okay. Which platforms are you coming? I guess there is YouTube. I don't know if we have Instagram. I don't know if we have all the other platforms. Brazil, Australia, Los Angeles. What time is going on there, please? Austin, Texas. Come on, let's go. We're gonna wait 1, 2, 3 more minutes for everyone to kind of like jump in. How long did it to make your first dollar? Okay, we got X in the house. Let's go. Come on. It took me. When did I make my first dollar? I don't know. I signed my first agency client in 2020. It was around September, October. He paid me 4,300 upfront or for a 90-day service service agreement. But I ended up actually firing him after by November because I wasn't getting him results and he was actually just annoying, right? All right. Let me just, guys, I'm gonna just see how I do things. I'm gonna see how I share my screen because we're gonna share a lot of things today with everyone. 1 second. Let me just close all these windows. How many here are already running a business? Let me know in the chat, just so I have context. How do I share a screen? Share screen. Beautiful. Cool. What kind of businesses are you guys running? I run an agency. Should we take notes? No, you don't need to take notes. Not for now. All right, guys. I gotta go see on Instagram. I don't know if Instagram live is live. Agency here. Okay. Instagram. Is Instagram live? I guess Instagram isn't working. Email marketing agency. Phil. Okay. Appointment. Financial advisor services. I like that. Okay, perfect. Since some of you guys already run businesses, that's what I wanted to know. Some of you guys are getting started, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of context. Right now, the fastest scaling companies that we are launching every day are all AI related. We primarily focus on AI growth firms, AI growth agencies, where we help businesses solve their growth problems with AI. We integrate systems, tools, and solutions. Okay. Now, one thing that you have to understand when it comes to AI is that it's tricky in the sense that there is a lot of demand, but a lot of what people are focusing on are all commoditized skills, right? And for me, a lot of what I was also focusing on was, okay, how do I allow and empower anyone to be able to build a company? Because just because you have AI skills and you can even solve automation, build automation tools, doesn't actually mean that you can actually build a company. Because to build a company, for those who have tried building a company, I'm going to show you guys what you currently need. Okay. When we're launching a company, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main functions that we look at, right? There is the offer, which is what is it that you're going to sell? who are you going to sell it to, and how are you going to communicate it to them? Okay. So that's where you need like funnels, landing pages, VSLs, some, all that good stuff, right? And then you need systems like a calendar, a go high level, CRM, lead notification, nurturing systems, all the backend and everything like that. Okay. And then once you have that, you're going to need a way to generate leads. You're going to need a way to generate people to know about you, which requires you to maybe either do cold outreach, run ads, create ads, build funnels, track, spend money on ads, or hire a bunch of VAs to do outreach for you to end up with the lead flow you need to be able to sell to people. Okay. Once you have attention and leads, you need what? You need appointments. How do you set appointments? You could either use AI, you could hire appointment setters, or you could do the appointment setting yourself. For us, we primarily rely on paid ads, some AI agents, and a setter teams. Once you have the appointments flow coming in, then you need deal flow. What does deal flow look like? Well, how are you going to sell people and get strangers to send you $10,000, get dentists to give you $7,000, get real estate agents to give you $4,000, $5,000, get insurance agencies to give you $9,000, get lawyers to give you $15,000, all these things. Restaurants, $9,000, get other lawyers. So all this is what you need to essentially bridge the gap from you're making maybe zero money from your business, or maybe you're stuck below $50,000 a month, to getting to a point where you have consistent lead flow, 10 to 50 leads per day, 1 to 10 appointments per day, 1 to 5 clients per week, let's say. Okay. This is how you build a business. You want to build a $500,000 or greater business. You need to solve all of these. The problem though was, to solve these, you either had to, the traditional path was you either had to learn, okay, or you could hire someone on your team. So like staff, this costs a lot of money, so you needed money. Or you could hire an agency. An agency, you could buy a course, you could buy a program, and maybe you essentially license what they've figured out. The problem here is that you're still your biggest enemy. How many people here have gone through all these layers of learning, hiring people, and also going through every single program on earth, but still haven't actually built anything successful over $1 million a year? Let me know in the chat. How many have gone through all the courses in the world, hired the agencies, only to be promised that they're going to get you 100 meetings or you don't pay, and actually still have them fail you? How many people have done that? Let me know in the chat. Cool. So for me, what I wanted to do was, or at least this idea that we wanted to solve was, what if we scraped this? Because now we have this technology that is AI, which is artificial intelligence, which has access to all the intelligence in the world. What if we got this to do all of this instead of relying on humans, instead of relying on the CEO, who is, most of the time, whether you like it or not, you are your biggest enemy. You're your biggest obstacle. You have to overcome yourself, which is the hardest piece about building a company. So what we did is we started cooking, and I want to show you guys what we built. What this platform is really simple. It's essentially everything we've learned, every playbook, every framework around building a company, and we put it into a single platform that essentially, let me show you guys. So check this out. This is going to be exciting. Okay, please pay attention. Please invite your sister, your brother, your kids, your future husband, your uncle, your grandma. Please get the grandma. If I had my grandma still alive, she would be here cooking with me, or at least watching me cook. So check this out. I'm going to onboard myself from the perspective of someone who already has a background. It is important to understand that when you're launching a business, regardless if it's an AI startup or any type of other business, if you already have some background, you need to leverage that background. If you're starting from scratch, then that's going to be a different playbook. It's a different approach to scaling a business. But if you have a background like I did, I'm essentially going to use the same perspective of when I was running my appointment setting agency back in 2021, and I want to transition to building an AI company. So here's how I would do it. I'm going to onboard myself. I'm going to want to know what industries or markets have you worked in before. I'm going to say, okay, I've sold appointment setting to online service providers. And then it's asking me, have you sold things before? I'm going to say, yeah, I've sold this price point to these industries. Then the next thing I'm going to do is going to ask me, what's something that I'm naturally great at? I said, I'm really good at acquisition channels, designing the right sales process. It's going to ask me, what skills do I have? Okay. I have appointment setting skills. You can choose whichever appointment setting skill, whichever skills you have. Maybe you have no skills, but you only have automation skills. You could change this, right? But I'm just going to say, I can do these things. Okay. And then I'm going to go continue. It's going to ask you, do you have an audience? Right? Because having an audience nowadays is like owning, it's like magic. You literally make money out of thin air. So, but unfortunately, I didn't have an audience back then. Okay. Do I have some case studies? Yes, I have some case studies from our clients. I'm going to be like, okay, cool. Have you sold, where are you currently at in business? Are you just starting off? Do you have an idea but haven't sold it? Have you sold a few clients, but not consistently? I said, I have sold, but not consistently. I'm going to give it the amount of money I'm making every month. I'm going to tell it what kind of business I want to start and scale. I said, I want to get to 25K per month while working 15 hours a week and have an AI do most of the work or the fulfillment. It's going to take that data point in. The next thing is, what is my ideal income the next 6 to 12 months? I said, between 20 to 50K a month. Okay, perfect. Then it's going to ask me, what kind of freedom am I looking for? Every business is different. Some people want to go to Bali, have no team, have every time freedom, right? To just go at the beach or maybe go to the gym, right? Or do some ayahuasca. Do they do ayahuasca in Bali? I don't know, but I guess maybe it's more on the South America. So no ayahuasca in Bali. So let's just go, no team management, okay? But I still want to go to Bali, right? So how fast do you want to run that business? If you want to build enterprise value and you want to build a company that someone else can acquire from you, you're probably not going to do it in 30, 60 days. But if you want to make enough money to live like a king in Bali, you can do it in 30, 60 days. So, hey, I want to be able to get there in 30, 60 days. I need the results ASAP. Okay, perfect. AI takes in that data point. Then I've built my founder profile. Why is that important? You guys are going to see it. Okay. Then it's going to ask me what is currently keeping me, what is a bottleneck that I have? Have you tried launching or growing an offer before? I said, yes. Are there specific skills are there any specific skills or tools or system you feel you're missing? I'm going to give it the skills I'm missing. When it comes to delivering your solution, are there any constraints? I'm going to say, I don't have a team, but to fulfill, so I get stuck in delivery. So I'm giving it all the problems that I have. Is also going to want to get context about me, about what I know about AI and everything that I might be missing. How strong do I believe in AI? Because that's also important. Do you have any other concerns? You can add more concerns. And then it's going to ask you about this other question, which is, what resources do you have when it comes to time? How available are you to actually build this company? Do you only have 5 hours a week because you have to go pick up the kids at daycare, you have a job, you're working 5 shifts, or maybe you already are running 50,000 businesses, right? Or are you ready to go all in? Do you have 30 hours, quit your job like I did in 2020 and went all in, right? Back against the wall. If you do this, back against the wall, the playbook also changes, right? But let's just say 10 to 20 hours a week. Perfect. And then it's going to ask you, how much money do you have to allocate to this business? Are you broke, bootstrapping with no money? Or do you have a little bit of, $1,000, $2,000, $5K a month to just go straight into hiring, advertising, building systems? I'm going to say I have 1 to 5K, right? Do you have a team? Or are you a solo founder? Do you have a VA? Do you have a partner? Do you have a small team, right? I say I'm a solo founder, right? And it's like, hey, what pace do you want to move? What speed do you want to move? I'm like, right now, yesterday. Okay. Are there any other constraints or other responsibilities? And then, you maybe show where you came from, et cetera, right? And then you give us insights. And then this is what it does, guys. It takes all the data point from your profile and essentially starts doing research. I'm going to show you guys what it does. As you guys see here, what it has done is, I know some people are like, oh, does it do just a custom GPT? Well, let me break it down for you. What this platform does, at least this is just the onboarding process, by the way, it will go ahead and look at niches that are the best to go after based on your background. Concrete is going to give you the average cost per lead, the average cost per booked call. Primary owner frustration, it's pulling it from X and Reddit. So let's say for concrete business owners, they're like, hey, too many manual quote to job order steps, data entry errors, killing scale. What is the AI solution that would solve this bottleneck? AI-driven quoting bots workflow, maybe on N8N, is going to go after home care. It's going to give you insurance data, med spas, HVAC, pool builders, e-commerce, lawyers as a market, restaurants, auto detailing. Is going to, for each single market, is going to tell you what is their biggest bottleneck and the main solution. And then it's going to give you the methodology, right? Step 1 to 10. It's going to rate core problem clusters AI ready. We get 800 leads, but only 5% are worth chasing. Wasted SDR time, high cost to acquire a client. AI fit, LLM ICP scorer, order enrichment, et cetera, et cetera. So it's showing you essentially all the different potential solutions that you could build for these markets. And it's going to narrow it down. And it's also going to show you where all the insights came from, straight from Reddit, MedSpa, the best websites where you can actually see the most, where the market is giving its best feedback on, okay? Benchmarks, the average show up rate, close rate, LTV in each market, okay? And then it's going to suggest the AI agents that you should be building. Is going to give you risk and unknowns. Is going to talk about data privacy issues, voice AI accuracy, AI adoption, blah, 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 okay? Now, what you want is, now you have to just choose, okay, cool, which markets do I want to go after? Do I want to go after restaurants, familiarity ticket, potential business, solar? Do I want to go after MedSpa? Oh, I like MedSpa. Even if familiarity is mid, I actually still want to go after them because I know it's an industry that's growing. I want to go after coaches and consultants because I have high familiarity and I know how to go after them. But I'm interested in solar because I know that the world is going to need a lot of energy and that it's a big growing market. All I need to do now is say generate offers. And then let me know, guys, which company do you guys want to go with? Give me the niche you guys want to select. Do I go after MedSpa, coaches, consultants, or solar? Let me know in the chat. Which market? MedSpa, okay. Coaches, okay. Solar, high perceived value, solar consultants. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Lawyers. Solar. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of solar. So AI powered high ticket lead generation. And then you go do what? You click, okay, I'm happy. Now you go back. Let me go get some water, guys, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay. It's gonna put together what? 1 second. Let me actually come for a second. All right, so now I'd love to see what it's cooked up. So it's going to build your offer. It's going to give you the offer. Hey, I will sell to independent solar installation companies doing 50 plus installs a year because they have high ticket value, 20 or 40 grand, and already pay for leads. What's the promise? This is the promise. The math assumptions, 200 property touches per day, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, cool. This is kind of like the value proposition, whatever. But I also want sequences. For maybe I'm building a CRM, I'm ready to just have everything built for me, cooked up ahead of time. So if you want to add them to your nurturing sequence as leads come in, you have them already here. Maybe you're also going to need a VSL. You're actually going to need to communicate the truth about solar lead generation in 2025. You're staring at another month where your install crews are idle 2 days a week. Your trucks sit in the yard burning insurance money, and the only thing growing faster than your overhead is your blood pressure. Okay. Meanwhile, the gurus keep telling you, keep yelling the same recycled nonsense. Just run more Facebook ad, hire 3 SDRs, and pound the phones. Drop your price per watt. Homeowners will bite. Oh, okay. You tried. You tried. You burned cash, time, and goodwill. The appointments you did get ghosted you after. Wait. The appointments you did get ghosted after the first site survey. I'm Serge, and I've been the invisible force behind the fastest growing solar shops in Florida, Texas, and Arizona. My superpower is finding acquisition channels nobody else is watching and engineering a sales process that books the homeowner before they even Google solar cost. Oh, I like that. Guys, somebody take this VSL and get ready. And then you have your seat. And then what? You also need a landing page, guys. Might as well have a landing page cooked up. So you have your landing page ready. You shoot the VSL. You can add it here. You have the thank you page, the second page after they opt in. And then you have also the ads. Let's see what the ads look like. Oh, let's see. Tired of leads that never pick up? Stop burning gas on unqualified tire kickers. Our AI only book homeowners with 650 plus credit and $150 plus electric bill. And the ghosting. No more, maybe later, only ready to buy appointments. Ooh, I like this one, actually. I'm like, okay, I'm happy with everything. Everybody happy with everything? Let me know in the chat. Right? Are we happy? Boom. Let's launch the business. All right, cool. Now, this is where things get interesting. And then let me show you guys this. So now you end up here, right? What does this look like? It's we built this with 3 steps in mind. You need to think, right? So let's say I want to come here. I'm like, hey, help me understand the solar industry a little bit better. Let's say you end up going after solar, but you actually don't understand how to stand out in solar. I want to go after the solar industry, right? Before we can get started, boom, 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 boom. Residential. I'm just going to go with residential. You want to essentially talk to agents, and you want to understand what you want to talk to this category agent. What essentially it does is we realize that when you're starting a business in markets that have been sold a lot often, you need a framework around finding a positioning that is going to resonate to their core. Okay? How do you do that? You don't sell growth anymore. You actually create a new positioning. So you call out the old game, right? Their promise, flood the pipeline with high intent leads, then close them with a slick sales script, right? Their tactics that they're used to is paid media ads, lead capture, manual site assessment, hand-drawn design, lengthy permitting on site, okay? The real constraint, it's execution velocity, the time and human effort required to move a prospect from a signed quote to a fully installed commission system, right? The new game is your AI-powered build and release operating system. You're going to call it the Solar Launch OS, okay? What essentially does is AI site assessment, drones or satellite imagery, computer vision generate ready to install layouts in minutes, auto permit engine. AI parses local code, autofills forms, submits municipalities via API. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? And then your configuration, the new game. And then you essentially want to take this and like, okay, I want to talk to another AI systems architect. Can you help me design this? Can you help me? I mean, it's not kind of like, well, do I go here yet? Can you help me design the system? Can you help me understand the steps to building this system? And then you kind of like copy paste the old thing, right? And then what this is going to do is essentially going to help you understand everything about how to actually go about building, right? So you have a bunch of different agents. You want to build ads. You want to build things. You think first, and then you go to the second page, which is cook, right? So let's say I don't feel happy anymore about going after solar. So I'm like, hey, can you build the same offer, but for coaches? And then it's going to do what? It's going to start cooking. It's going to update here. Coach referral reactivation engine, right? And then all you have to do is take this new offer, and then maybe you want to write a new script. So you can either create a new project artifact, VSL script. So let's say this is going to be for coaches. I want to create an artifact. I'm like, hey, create new VSL for this offer, please. Please. You shouldn't tell AI please, but I like to tell it please because who is your ideal customer? Coaches, and consultants doing a minimum of, let's say, 20K a month or 10K a month. Also, okay, you see, like it's asking me outdated to make the VSL. I'm like, why are you just not copy pasting? Just create using this data. Stop asking me questions, right? Sometimes the AI will bug, sometimes it will trip, so you might need to ask it again. Okay, perfect. You see, it was trying to make me work, but I'm like, no, I want you to work for me. I don't want to be your I don't want to work for you. You want to work for me. So then, because you go ahead and build the actual script, but then you're like, okay, you know what? I'm like, you know what? Create a landing page, or I'm like, adapt the landing page to this offer instead. And then I guess it should update the funnel. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers. If it doesn't, then it's broken. If it's broken, you guys can blame me. Guys, is it cooking? Is it broken? Let me know in the chat. If this AI breaks in front of me, guys, on a Saturday, beautiful morning. Okay, so it's planning. So I'm going to draft a full structure mapping of your sections, implement a direct response, deliver a complete HTML code, progress, creating the full landing page HTML now. Well, you better do it. You better do it. Then, guys, I'm going to say you better do it. Like now. Okay, it's bugging. All right, guys, it doesn't want to do it. Isn't it crazy? I'm going to refresh this. Can you update? Can you update the funnel, please? Please, can you update the funnel, the editor? All right, guys, it doesn't want to work. Never mind. I'm going to skip it. I guess it doesn't want to do anything. So I'm going to go to private equity. Okay. You know what? I don't want to deal with coaches anymore. Anyway, don't go after coaches and consultants. They're a nightmare. I want to work on a different landing page. Please update this landing. Please create funnel for this offer. Is this going to work? It's not going to work. Guys, you guys see what's happening with AI? I'm getting cooked. AI won't do it. Can we come back to this later? Can you update? Why are coaches and consultants a nightmare to work with? Because it's super competitive and they have a really hard time to make sense of their value proposition. It's a really tough industry if you don't have leverage in an audience, right? Like if they are not good with content creation and they can't really create a great demand, then it's really hard for you to be able to sell their products and offers. Like everybody's a coach and consultant and everybody's already bought the programs, already bought the coaching. So the market is super sophisticated. with this new offer. Hopefully my team is seeing this, and then this can be updated. Okay, in the meantime, let me answer questions. Let's see if this thing eventually wants to cook. Any questions, guys? Who has a question? What are the best markets to go after in your opinion? Ooh. So there are a lot of markets to go after. We're in a lot of different markets. Aesthetics is becoming a really big industry. The solar has also been good. Dental has been good. Also selling to service providers, consultants. People are actually selling things that deliver true value to the market. If you also want to help maybe people who want to sell courses, coaching online, but do it through AI, essentially give them that same leverage, but through AI, I think that works. Essentially, instead of the old traditional way was they would need to hire a bunch of team members, employees. Well, you can just be like, hey, can I replace everything in your business with AI, right? Update it now, please. Okay, update now. Something is wrong with this landing page, so we're just gonna move it away. Now, let me show you. So again, you guys have all the cooking things here. You can change the sales, you can build sales scripts, but what I want to show you guys is this here. This is the cooking station, okay? So you can change things up, but here is where you solve the content part, okay? So one of the things that we wanted to solve is content. We believe the future of the world, you cannot scale a business if you are not able to create content. Unfortunately, not everybody can sit in front of a camera like I'm doing in front of hundreds of people and a lot of people are afraid of judgment. Okay, I'm not afraid of judgment. I'm cool. But if I want to go help a business owner, I don't want to essentially have to tell them, oh, you need to create content. I'm like, hey, what is your business? Who are you trying to sell to? Let me sell it. Let me help you sell it. So let me literally show you guys how it works. You literally create an image, click here, okay? I'm going to literally take a prompt that I used earlier as I was getting ready for this. I'm like, hey, create an image of a 27-year-old black man with clean dreads and a pony sitting in front of his computer at 9 p.m. on the 57th floor of a skyscraper in Manhattan, overseeing the entire city of NYC. The lights of the city are illuminating his office, and he has a candle and a green notebook on his desk. On his computer, he's leveraging a coding agent platform like Cursor, building an app called Try Cook AI. All right. I don't know if I can close this. I think I can close it. And then you literally do this. And then what it ended up creating earlier is this here. Guys, look at this thing. Okay, this is the new image. So look at this, guys. This is crazy. So you have this guy in front of his computer. You have the Empire State Building. Is this the Empire State Building? Can someone confirm? And then you have Try Cook AI on this IDE platform. And then you can say, hey, actually, I don't just want an image. Turn this into a video. And then it starts generating the video right here. This is the video generated earlier. Look at this. Can you guys see it? Okay, perfect. You guys can see it. Okay, I'm going to press this. Look at this, guys. I'm sure this human exists. Can someone find him? He for sure exists. And you guys can see in the background, like the actual app is changing. Look, things are uploading, or it's cooking, right? And then maybe you're like, oh, I also want to hear what he's saying. So I'm like, okay. Okay, audio. How do I create the audio? Let me zoom out. Okay, audio. But then you see, I don't know what to prompt. So I'm like, okay, no, you know what? I'm going to use text. I'm going to click here. I'm going to be like, hey, I created this image with this prompt. Can you create a prompt that essentially can be used to create the audio that goes with it, I need it to be short, like one line or two, max, for it to fit in the prompt box, whatever. Generate text. So essentially, I get AI to give me the prompt so that I can go create the audio. I don't have to be the one deciding what the audio should be. Just get AI to generate the image, to generate the prompt for the audio. Once you have the prompt for the audio, you then go to where? You go to audio and you're like, hey, sound effects, generate sound effects. I don't know if it's going to work. It might work, it might not work. You never know with AI, but it's going to work. You can just leave here. You can just come back to it. And then maybe you want to take a video on YouTube. You want to analyze a video like I did here. You could just essentially take a social media video and you can pin any asset that you essentially want to analyze, right? I think some of you guys have used Poppy.ai. And this is the audio creator. Can you guys hear it? I don't know if it's going to be good, but let's cross our finger. Can you guys hear it? I don't know if you guys can hear it, right? So essentially, I want you guys to picture this new reality where everything you need to go from image, video, all the assets, okay, maybe even better. You're like, text. No, this is not text. I'm like, hey, give me the text, please. Okay, it's here. I now want to create B-rolls for this same prompt of this used for this image. Okay. No, it's okay. So can you create, what is it? B-roll prompts for this same setting that I used to create this image. So you take the prompt you used to create the image initially, and then oops, did it disappear? Whoa, it disappeared. Create B-roll prompts for this same setting of an image. And then you can kind of like generate the prompt. I'm not sure if the prompt is actually going to be that good. Essentially, you can also come back later, save changes, and then it's going to generate the text. And then once you're done, you can just go here to B-roll generator. Okay, the B-roll is done. So let's see. Let's take this here. Typing hands, reflection in the window, coffee cup. Okay, there's a lot of B-roll. Whoa, okay. I just want to create the B-roll for these. Okay, no, I didn't copy paste it. I'm going to take the coffee cup, desk, deep thought, yes. And then I'm going to go to B-roll, and I'm just going to be like, hey, generate B-roll. It's going to analyze, and then you're going to essentially have a bunch of B-rolls. Why is this important? It's because AI is maybe not good enough where you can have this video be 50,000 minutes. So you essentially need to create as many assets as you can with AI and just get an editor to stitch it together. If any software engineer here is good, AI engineer is good to essentially figure out this problem of how can we take all these assets to then turning them into a proper video, right? Then you can. But guys, what you have to understand is this. Think about all the things, all the possibilities that open up to everyone here. You don't need to become a content creator at TikTok, or you could just build faceless pages and run up the most craziest generational run ever. You want to create ads? You want to sell a creative agency? You want to start a creative agency and all you do is just sell AI creatives? Do it here. It's on a weekend. Get your coffee, sip on a little. Okay, someone is signing up for build and release, right? It automatically start the live stream there too. Go to your IG, click go live. Oh, let me see. Should I go live on IG? Start live. Sorry, my team texted me because I want to go on live on IG too. 1 second, guys. Let's take our time. Okay, no, it's not going to go live. You're now live. No, no, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to go on IG. We're gonna figure it out later. Anyway, so I want you guys to think of all the opportunities that open up to you in the world. I know this is cool. Like this, the cooking part is nice. You can build things. You can build your company. You can build content workflows. You can build ads. You can just build anything. You can get your data analyzed by a Meta and give you the strategy you need, right? You can build landing pages. This thing doesn't work. Make it black. Make the background black. Is this still gonna work? Is this gonna do it? Cook for me, baby. Cook for me, please. Help me out. Help a brother out. God damn it. Like you could build funnels like this. You could build anything, but this creative platform here, I believe, is the fastest way to essentially creating wealth. Because what's the scarcest resource in the entire universe right now? It's attention. How do you get people's attention? Is you give them something to consume. Well, essentially, our goal is, can we democratize the ability to create content for businesses? And we're getting there. Now, this is the content part. Now, can I show you guys a little bit of background agents? Okay. Let me show you guys this thing here real quick. So you have the thinking agents, you have the cook area, you have the content area, but guess what? You still need AI employees that go do things while you're, let me stop sharing for a second, explain this for a second. So one of the most valuable use case for AI is everything I just showed you guys was me doing things, right? It was me asking it to do things and I could change it. But what if I just want to have AI do things even when I'm not asking it to do it? That's where AI background agents come in. So let me show you guys. Let's see. So share screen, window. All right, let me show you guys. So look at this. If picture 1,000 AI employees in the future that you can string together, okay? Let's say I have a YouTube channel, and one of the things that I'm tired of doing is paying someone thousands of dollars to make thumbnails for me. So I'm like, what if I got AI to go in the AI space and find the most viral thumbnails, okay? And then give me the best ones, and then I ask the next AI agent to essentially create images. So check this out. I'm gonna select the YouTube thumbnail generator. It's like an employee. And then I'm gonna go to continue to scheduling. I'm gonna be like, okay, how often do you want to do it? Well, I need thumbnails every day. So please, every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time, New York, please do it for me. Okay, so the agent already exists. Now I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna test run. I'm gonna be like, okay, AI agency. I'm just gonna copy paste this real quick. So just for the sake of testing. And then custom prompt, generate thumbnails for, generate thumbnails. Actually, let's not even do the thumbnail for now, right? And then I want videos with what? Maybe I don't care for 200,000 views, but maybe I care for 100,000 views, right? Posted in when? In the last 90 days. Okay, cool. Max duration. And then you can add more specific instructions if you want, blah, 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 blah. By the way, this feature just rolled out. We're rolling it out literally last night at midnight. So this content and this here was rolled out in the last probably 12 hours. And I was using it this morning. And then what do? You just click on test run. And then this is what happens. You have an agent that, regardless of what you're doing, you can leave here, you can come back here. It's just cooking. It's going on YouTube. You guys can see here. It's looking at Liam Offley's page. It's looking at Nick. What's his other name? He makes videos every day. So it's like, hey, I don't want to necessarily, if Nick is posting videos every day and he's getting thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, like just duplicate what he's doing. Like he's more YouTube guru more than me. So like let him cook. right? So I'm like, okay, perfect. And then it's done. And then you go here. So we're still kind of like no suitable videos found for thumbnail generation. Try adjusting search criteria, right? So you see, it's like, hey, it did not work. Why? Because the criteria and the prompt, see, I skipped the prompting. So it failed. I failed it. It didn't fail me. So let me show you guys an example of what it did before. I tried it this morning. What you get, and we're still going to work on the UI and the experience of how it shows up. It ends up essentially sending you thumbnails within your industry that essentially are working and that fit your what? Your criteria. So this was, I was doing it for real estate. I was like, okay, let me find what's going viral in real estate, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to think is think 10, 100 steps, 1,000 steps in the future. Think of all the workflows that you could build here and have 50 AI employees doing things for you, listening to YouTube videos. One of the best use cases that I'm essentially going to be building for me personally is I'm tired of having to consume 50,000 YouTube videos every week, 50,000 podcasts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an agent that studies and synthesizes information for me. I'm going to give every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday at 1 p.m. I want you to give me a summary of the videos and the channels that I like to consume. I don't want to have to listen to it. Just understand it. Here's how I like to listen to things. Here's how I like to take notes. And by 1 p.m., give me a summary of every piece of content. And guess what? Since you know what I'm cooking, like right now, like instead of asking like our engineering team, like, hey, why is this? Can you please make sure that this thing is working, right? I could just say, since you know that I'm stuck on this page, or since you know that I'm cooking, since you know that I'm building a new offer, or that I'm working on other clients' offers in law, in personal injury, in auto shops, right? Can you please tell me how I can use the information that just dropped from these investors and from all these people, and tell me how I should apply it to what I'm cooking right now? And that's just one thing. Or my sales team. I don't have time to listen to all the sales calls from sales team. So I'm like, hey, at the end of each day at 6 p.m., I want you to transcribe all the sales calls that happened that day. And I want you to come back to me and tell me who bought, why they bought, why was it so interesting, who paid the most amount of money. And then also tell me which closer is maybe doing it right, doing it wrong, right? And then if they're doing it wrong, then I want you to then go back to them and say, hey, you need more role play, and maybe send it also to the manager. But guys, I want you to think about every single workflow that you can think of. This is what the future of building a company is going to look like. It is going to be insanely leveraged, right? We're going to be living in one of the most beautiful, if you leverage things like this, you're going to be so leveraged that you're essentially going to be able to build $1 million company with like a team of 5, right? If you're not leveraging this and you still are doing the building of a business the old way, where you have to build everything here, where you have to go hire closers, where you have to go hire appointment setters, where you have to go hire funnel builders, where you have to go hire integrators, where you have to do all these things, you're not going to win. Business is already tough enough, right? And we believe that this new world of what we're building is going to change it's going to essentially democratize what wealth creation through AI is going to look like. Okay? It's generally going to be really sick, right? Now, I know I showed you guys something where, let's say a funnel like this. Let me see if I can deploy it. I'm going to show you guys this here real quick. So this is a funnel that I was working on for a client. He wants to go after high income, low respect, weak men. Okay, because a lot of men out there are tricking. Like they're literally just they're just using their money to pay for attention from women. So I was like, yes, please help these brothers out. Okay. So I was working on this funnel for him, and I want to show you guys how do you actually deploy this on go high level. Let's say once you build something here, how do you actually end up deploying it? Well, let me show you. The way that it works is really simple. All you need is like a CRM, which I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let me try to find the thing. Let me see real quick. 483 people. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, what GPU do you have? We're not, we don't use GPUs. We're building on top of, so we use different foundational models. Sometimes we'll do Grok for certain things. Sometimes we'll do ChatGPT. Sometimes we'll go to Gemini. Sometimes we'll look like we'll just change things based on what we want to output. Okay. But GPUs, a company like us, like we're playing at the application layer. We're not necessarily building a data center. We're not building a large language model. So you don't really need a GPU, right? The GPUs, OpenAI is going to buy them. They're going to build a bigger infrastructure, and we just build companies on top of them. Okay. We just use different large language model. It's kind of like we're essentially leveraging this technology and building specific use cases, if that makes sense. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to find what I'm trying to look for. Who's messaging me? Someone is asking, where's this live session happening? That's crazy. We've been going for an hour. 1 second, guys. Let me show you guys this thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. You know what? Let me just open it again. Okay, perfect. Oh, it's actually here. So everybody who has access to Go High Level, who has access to Go High Level? Let me know in the chat. Chat. You guys have access to Go High Level? Who's running a business? Who has a CRM? Let me know. Me? Yes, sir. Okay, beautiful. Cool. So let me show you guys this then. So let's say you're cooking on Cook AI, just trying to run up, a little bag, a little mill, make your first million. Maybe you know what, guys? Maybe you're like, yo, I could just build an agency where I just sell websites to businesses. And I just want to sit back and I'm going to leverage Cook AI to just cook up a bunch of funnels and go back to these businesses and sell them these businesses with like a GHL account, whatever. I don't even want to sell AI tools. I don't even want to integrate any AI tools. And you just want to build a company where you build AI funnels. Perfect. Say less. Let me show you guys. You go here. So you open up your GHL account, which is, for those who don't know, it's essentially a CRM. It's like that's where your leads live. That's where your appointments live, your calendar, your emails, flows, blah, 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 blah. Mainly on the sales process side of things, not necessarily the marketing. And then you're like, test. I think I built a test, AI test stuff, funnel. AI test. AI funnels. I think I built the testing. I want to create AI. Okay, you guys see, like I'm lost. Okay, anyway, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it test live, test cooking live. Beautiful. So you create a folder, okay? And then you go find it. Cooking live. And then you're like, hey, build me a new funnel from blank. Yes. Let's say this is going to be for high earners. Dun, 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 dun. And then you're like, okay, cool. Let's just say main page, main funnel. Create funnel step. And then you're like, use existing, create from blank. So instead of you having to go and add a column and say, oh, like, hey, please add a text, add the headline. Like this is the old way of building a funnel, right? It's this. Hello, high earners. Stop wasting your money on OnlyFans models. They don't like you. It's AI chatting with you, actually, or some VAs From the Philippines. Oh, by the way, Philippines. By the way, the VA is a dude. So this is how people used to build funnels in the old days. And by the way, this was what ClickFunnels revolutionized, right? It was like, oh my god, you don't even have to code the website. You could just drag and drop. Well, it's like, no, I don't want to drag and drop anymore. I already built the funnel, so just give me the code, please. Okay? And then you're like, hey, open code editor, and you just dump this here, and then you just save it, right? And maybe you kind of like save it, and maybe you just go and see if it's live. If it's live, if it's not live, there's a 50-50 chance of this working. Sometimes it's bugs, but let's go see. Oh, wow. Okay, let's listen to the music. So let's see. Why is it not playing? This is a good song, by the way. So, and then you have here. So, this is how the future of building websites looks like. It's 2 seconds. It's talk to Cook AI, tell it what you want to change, tell it how you want to change the website, ask it for the code to then publish into what? Into your main hosting platform. Okay? The world is changing. The world is changing, guys. Right? Can you guys see? Are you guys able to see? Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, perfect. You guys can see the high income, low respect. The epidemic of weak men ends here. Yes, I'm so excited. All right, guys. Like, I want to make building a company fun. It was so hard, guys. Just finding where this stupid landing page builder is. Do you guys know how many? Do you know? Oh my god. When I was building my first business, I would spend an entire month trying to build a website. And by the way, a website is useless if you're a startup. You don't need a website. Nobody cares about your website, what it looks like. Just give them a calendar to book a call, right? It was so hard to build companies before, right? It was such a hard thing to figure out, right? And I think we're going to change the world. And I think we're like just going to, everybody here should be cooking up a business. Like, you're at your job, stop scrolling on Instagram, just have a window open of Cook AI and just build something. Go after a business, find whichever business you want to go after, right? You don't know which niche you should go after, or you don't know what's going viral. Hey, help me find viral content in real estate, right? Maybe you want to help real estate agents create content. Okay, perfect. Say less. Well, we've built essentially a curated platform. We've curated the data of the most viral content. We started out with TikTok because we want to create content from what already works. We don't want to have to rebuild content from scratch and test it. So we have a gallery of a bunch of different niches of what went viral. 6.5 million views, 9 out of 2 score. Tatiana Londano, right? Going crazy she's here from Montreal. She's killing it. So I want to model her. If I'm a real estate agent, I don't need to buy her course. I just need to use what she has used online to go viral and kill it. And I just want to be like, hey, I'm going to show you guys. Like, literally, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. So, can you create 5 variations of the 2.0, I guess 0.2? For me, as a real estate agent, wanting to help other agents get leads, I'll use it for ads and reels. Boom. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, so content discovery. The original 20 ways, Tatiana Londano, 138,000 views. Is going to give you the hook structure, core structure, 20 points of viral cues. boom, 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 20 videos. Okay, see, like it's bugging. Why? Because I'm using the agent that's only supposed to give me what's viral, right? Can you break down why it's viral and give me scripts I can leverage? See, it's bugging again. Okay, never mind. Okay, agent to agent. Okay, so it's actually giving me scripts. I'm the one who's just rushing too much, right? So it gives you scripts, it gives you the visuals, it gives you everything, okay? But like there's so much to do, there's so much to build, there's so much to figure out. We believe that this is going to be the future, right? Now, some of you guys may be like, oh, but I don't understand how to actually help this market that I'm going after. So then you can just use the general agent that does research. It essentially will search the internet, the YouTube. It will find the 1% playbook of how to scale, and then give you everything that you need to do as a what? As a real estate agent to stand out. And then you can take this and go talk to another agent and ask it, hey, build me my offer based on this. And then you can ask it to the AI system architect and say, hey, build me the system that I would need to solve this problem and how to deliver. And then once you're done, then you go to cook and you start putting everything together, right? And maybe you go to content and you use some of the script to build your TikTok stuff or your Instagram stuff. And maybe you're like, hey, I don't know, wasn't able to really find good viral content. So maybe you want to get an agent, an AI employee to go on and work for you for the next 48 hours and come back with new insights, right? And this is essentially what the new world is going to look like. Perfect. Now, we're not ready to deploy this necessarily to the public. We only have been able to share it with our clients in our program, primarily because the biggest bottleneck that everyone is going to have is applying this to the wrong mission, to the wrong game, right? So what I'm going to be doing is next Tuesday is going to be I'm going to be doing a masterclass for anyone who's interested in accessing this platform, or at least want to work with us and building their whatever they want to build, their dream mission. Come and see our playbook, which companies we're going after, the case studies we have, which markets we're killing it in, which systems we're actually selling to these markets, how are we positioning these offers to these businesses, how are we able to launch everything. Go through a 2-3 hour webinar masterclass where I lay out the entire game. And if it's something you want to pursue, we can essentially give you access to what? Give you the opportunity to become work with us and become a client, right? Now, the real game we want to play in is we actually want to build and develop 100 of these AI platforms in multiple niches, in multiple verticals. What does that mean? What you guys are seeing here is essentially our own playbook, but we're selling AI solution in 50, 70 plus different markets. Well, wouldn't you want to have a platform that does all these things, but maybe niched to a dental clinic, to a roofing company, to a real estate, to the real estate niche, to coaches and consultants, to just agency owners, to software businesses, to other AI platforms? So what we essentially want to do is we want to partner with everybody who's on this call, who's actually wanting to build something great, to then go on to turning their playbook into a platform like this. And then we dominate the entire industry. Okay? Think of you go and sell AI. I mean, some of you guys are already selling into these markets, right? Let me know in the chat. Who's already selling into a market with clients? Let me know in the chat. You just confirm your ticket? Let's go. Guys, if you want a ticket, just use your phone, click here. It's build and release, register now. We have 100 seats. And we're going to go live. I'm going to show you guys everything. Okay, maybe I can show you guys what the doc looks like that I'm going to be covering, okay? Because some of you guys may not know what we do here. So let me show you how to win the AI race. So this is the doc that I built to essentially go over everything that you need to know before you start leveraging a platform like this, okay? It's like me giving you a Ferrari, but you've never driven a car before. You're just gonna crash and like kill yourself, right? So what I put together is everything here. The 5 core leverage, the 1% gap we're solving, the core levers, the problems we're solving, how are we getting clients, every single thing that you may need, trend leverage. I'm going to talk about the end game, right? I'm going to talk about how we're actually looking to acquire companies, how we're looking to build a bunch of AI platforms, how we're looking to essentially build a $100 million portfolio of these AI platforms. I'm going to talk about how to go after different markets. I'm going to talk about how to price it. So I have 200 pages to go over on Tuesday. If you haven't yet had access to this masterclass and haven't seen it, then it's going to be everything you need to essentially know how to win the AI race from scratch. And then once you understand this, okay, now you can wield the power of the platform and you can actually maybe become a client, right? But until then, it's just going to be used for the wrong reasons. So we want to make sure just to add a gate. We essentially want to gatekeep this leverage of this platform, you know? So that's for anyone who's interested. You got the link right there. Can I use this in MLM? Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe you go after help the end network marketers and you build a platform. Okay, can you use, okay, so I'll give you my best use case. If I was, because I did MLM, it was probably my first thing that got me into entrepreneurship. So I did a bunch of companies. I did ACN, I did Melaleuca, I did Q Science. I jumped into as many kind of like MLMs you can think of. If I had to go back into that industry and figure out how to sell them AI, it would be that, hey, you need to reach out to leads. You need to know how to convert them into an appointment, into showing up to this event or to this live Zoom masterclass where they show the opportunity. And the next thing I would also need would be what? I guess that's it. It's like, how do you get traffic? How do you do content that attracts people into your opportunity? And then how you convert them? Then you would use this platform to build all those things. So it's almost like you just get AI to do everything that you would need, and then you resell it to people. Although I wouldn't necessarily want to build a platform right away, I would first launch almost like a service business where you help them integrate tools that they might need to do it on their own. And then once you have enough clients, then you can build a platform and you can call it like MLM.ai or MLM growth.ai or recruit AI or MLM recruiting.ai, something like that. And pyramid scheme. I mean, people hate on MLM, but shit, it got me started in business. If I did not go into an MLM and get sold on selling other people into selling other people, I wouldn't be here. So as much as some people call it a pyramid scheme, I mean, society is a pyramid scheme, guys. You guys go to work. I go to work every day, pay the government 20-30% of my income. I work so they can pay, so they can what? Like everything is a scam. So you can either get scammed or do the scamming. It's either way. It's either way. You're either getting scammed or you're scamming. So I love it. I love to be in the game. I don't know. I'd rather be scamming than not being scammed, you know? So I want a website agency. I could give you a free website. What? Who needs a free website? Uh, why is MBN TV selling a free website? I just showed you guys free websites getting built in 2 seconds. Nobody needs to pay anybody else to build a website. You do it on your own, on a platform. Use AI, right? All right, cool. Who got another question? Let me know in the chat. If my first language is French, your team will be able to communicate. I mean, our whole protocol and program is in English, but AI speaks all languages. But no, we don't. Right now, we're not structured to serve the French market. Malgré que moi je peux parler français, mais I don't have all the time in the world, you know. So if you speak French and you want to work with us or want to learn more, you would have the expectation that the material is going to be in English. So hopefully you can speak. If you understand it, you can do it on your own. But and just AI is going to translate everything, right? Guys, ask questions in the chat. Sorry, I just got in here. Is this free and I can make the AI receptionist? Hey, if you just got in here, you're gonna need to watch the replay. We're gonna talk about that on the masterclass, but rewatch everything. Let me see. If I can join your program, would you help me figure out which industry? I have a few ideas. Of course. But before you worry about joining the program, just join this masterclass on Tuesday. I'm going to show you how we essentially which markets we're going after, how we select the markets we go after. All right. Signed up for the Webby. Let's go, Matt. Appreciate you, brother. Excited to cook. Guys, drop your question. Let's do questions. And I know I said I would build for someone, but I'm gonna get the team to fix the landing page thing tomorrow, and maybe we do another session tomorrow. Who wants me to cook tomorrow? Anybody would like to get a cooking session happening tomorrow? How long has this software been in development for you? You have a team of developers? Oh, it's literally took us a few months. It wasn't crazy. I have a team of developers, right? A data scientist, engineer, someone who's really good. But the problem is with AI builds, guys, like it's really, I've realized that there is levels to the type of talent that you have on your team. So like building a platform like this, because as an example, let's say like even Hormozy, right? Hormozy dropped a platform, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars generated in their company, right? But all they built was a chat interface. I was like, how is that? Who's running that department of the product? Why would it only be trained on books and so you can talk to it asking questions? Well, look at us. Much smaller team. We're not making $100 million a year, but look at what we built, right? You need the right decision makers. You need someone who has a taste of cooking that is just unbelievable, and we have that. And I'm not sure how you guys can find this type of talent. You guys got to get lucky. But step one is you need to first validate the playbook before you can start developing things, because a lot of people are developing AI tools that are actually useless because they've never actually built and scaled a business. Everything we should build here is backed by successful companies, right? So yeah. So someone said, how can you join the masterclass? The link is I mean, can I put the link in the chat? We can literally scan. I mean, I'll just give you guys the link. It's right here. I'm going to put it in the chat. Just visit that. Anyone else not hearing? It was a PR. Let's do it. If you can't make event for the 30th, will there be another one? I'm tight on rent. What? If you're tight on rent, my brother, like, god damn, you I'm gonna hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna help you out. Um, do you think Hormozy dropped his software as a simple solution because speed to market is essential over having an elaborate platform? No, I don't think so. Speed is the moat, right? Like, let's make that clear. The reason why I'm doing this live in front of hundreds of people and showing this platform that we built is even if things might break, even showing features that I used for the first time this morning, is because speed is the moat. You have to be first. If you're not first, you're last, right? That's one. But the second thing that I think for the Hormozy at acquisition.com, I think they couldn't have built a really great AI platform because that would literally make their consulting, human premium services commoditized. Because why would you give equity of your business if all their playbooks is in an AI that can do the things they would consult you on for half of your business? Why would you give that away? So I think they can't play the same game we're playing because it would literally make their business a commodity. And I don't know if they're ready to become a software business. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? So it's like by going software, they would kill their current business. So yeah. How long did you launch software? We have almost 200 users in our program. They're all our clients. All people are launching companies, scaling companies, doing 50K a month, 10K a month. Some are just starting out. So I haven't made it public, but I thought I would need to make it public so everybody here could see what we've been working on in the background, and get ready to change the world. Just joined. If you can teach this 50-year-old woman, you can do wonders for everyone. Let's go. I love it. Harmit, thank you so much. Thank you for signing up for Tuesday. Is a program still 5,800? You can't see the program offer until you join the masterclass. Don't worry about the program. Are we able to try it out if you become a client? If you become a client, ooh, is that a GT3? Oh, I like that. Is that your car, Isaac? Or is that your dream car? Let me know in the chat. I just joined the first Webby you had. Are they both similar? If you joined the Webby from August till like the last few ones, yeah, it's the same one, so you don't need to sign up. If it's in the last month you've joined a webinar, yeah, you don't need to join this one. I'm targeting real estate. Okay, so let's see. I'm targeting real estate agents and agencies already building AI systems within a custom CRM, which will turn into a platform. Do you recommend selling the service first? Should I just focus on the platform? I would definitely not build a platform, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Start integration first. That's phase one. Then you can eventually raise a lot of money, make a lot of money, then go to actually building a platform. Okay. Website link doesn't work. If you're trying to sign up for the masterclasses Tuesday and it's not working, it's probably because of the Wi-Fi you're on. If you're on a public Wi-Fi, change it to maybe your own, or go home, change something to more secure. Some providers will not give access to a funnel on Go High Level because it's saying it's not secure, but it's actually not our fault. It's the Wi-Fi setting that keeps you from visiting certain websites. So it should work. Someone said next will probably be robots that can work directly with your AI agent automation impact. Exactly. The goal is you build AI employees that have specific knowledge, and then you have one-man AI that understands what everybody's doing. And then that sends it back to this, and then sends it back to this, and iterate back to this, and then this and that. I was doing a podcast yesterday where someone asked me, like what jobs are safe from AI? And my answer was, I don't even have an answer to that question, because that's a question that's not worth answering. Every job is cooked. The first one I thought was, okay, if you're installing roofs, maybe AI won't replace you because it's about knowledge. But then someone in one of the masterclass we did ended up sending a link and showed robots installing roofs. I was like, holy shit, what the hell? How is this possible? Right? So everybody's cooked. This new world, I don't think most people realize, like, you guys realize that this platform that we've built essentially replaces my business, right? I'm essentially replacing myself. And the thing that a lot of you guys, especially if you're already in business, if you're starting in business, you're good because you just leverage this new technology and you can have a great, easy process of launching a business. But if you are already in business and you run a service business, you're a knowledge worker, you maybe do consulting, you maybe do info, you maybe do coaching, you maybe do agency service, maybe you're a media buyer, right? And you don't figure out a way to make AI do your job, and you wait until someone else builds it, you're going to go back to zero, because the cost of leveraging AI is so tiny compared to what you charge that no one is going to want to pay you. Like for me right now, I'm not hiring media buyers anymore for my ad account. I'm the one media buying. Why? Because I want to figure out what the right playbook that's working right now, and then I want to just send it to Cook AI. I literally, like, we had one of our media buyer leave a few weeks ago, and my reaction wasn't, "Hey guys, let's hire more media buyers." It was, "Okay, let's do it for clients, but for me," I told our engineer, I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to figure out how to media buy, and I want us to automate it with the entire platform. I don't want to ever hire another human for media buying. A human to just click buttons. No way. No way." And that's it. That's the new future. And that's just media buying. Think about website builders. Are you going to pay a funnel designer, builder, when I just showed you that it can build you a funnel in 2 seconds, and all you need to do is just ask it to deploy, and it gives you the code, and you just stitch it on the funnel, and then it deploys, right? Everybody's getting cooked. So many jobs are at risk, and it is actually insane. But like any other technology, it's either you cook or you get cooked. It's either you adapt or are made obsolete, right? Right? So, do you think audiences will engage differently with AI avatars versus real people? I mean, eventually there won't be a difference between an avatar and an AI, right? So I think eventually you won't see the difference. How about teaching a 70-year-old? I mean, I'm looking to teach a 100-year-old person. If you're 100 years old and you're on this live, let me know. I've been building AI voice agents, but I see that you say it's basically pointless. No, it's not that voice assistants are pointless. It's just that the right approach around selling them and actually getting clients means you actually need to learn new skills other than how to integrate an AI voice assistant, right? It's so commoditized. There's some people on Fiverr who do it for like $27. So I would rather not learn how to integrate AI voice assistants, and I would instead learn how to go get clients, learn how to go build teams, learn how to build systems, learn how to actually build the acquisition engine and an operation that scales, and you just hire integrators to do it for you. Okay? Targeting SaaS founders, should I focus on ads via sell funnels for a 15K build and release, or what? Yeah. If you have experience building those, I would probably go after a market that has a higher ticket average order value. Software sometimes is so low ticket what they're selling that it doesn't make sense for them to go on ads first. So if I was you, I would find a market with a higher average order value, if that makes sense. And then you can sell them your ads via cell funnel for a 15K build and release. Cool. Okay. I'm going to remove this person. Put user in timeout. Aniket, I just put him in timeout like a kid. Stop spamming. Serge, what do I have to do to work for you as a setter and closer for you? I'm not hiring setters or closers. If I was you, I would learn how to build AI setters and maybe as close as you can to AI closers. Because why do you want to work for me? Why don't you go learn this skill and then come back to me with something more valuable, right? What time is the webinar on Tuesday? It's going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Let me see. All right, guys. Thank you guys for signing up. Okay, this is sick. We have Amanda. Okay, Amanda, you already signed up. Okay, that's sick. Guys, sign up. We have 100 seats. There's 500 of you. One-fifth of you guys can sign up, and then we go live on Tuesday. Bro's following the Hormozy strategy. Ryan Duncan, how you feeling, brother? This is not a Hormozy strategy. This is a cooking strategy. In 2026, 48 millions are disappearing, right? I believe that. And I would say that the first one that's going to disappear that I personally want to replace as soon as possible is going to be info products. I want to make info products obsolete. Why? Because instead of you telling me how to build a nurturing sequence and nurture leads as they enter my funnel, I just want you to build an app or put that into an AI that builds it for me. Hey, I'm doing a live on YouTube, and I want everyone who signed up for my Tuesday masterclass to receive 5 emails, essentially warming them up, and letting them know more about what we do and we've been doing. I want to call out why, how, why now, their obstacles, and what else? Their desired outcome, create a gap, etc., etc., etc. Can you help me build the sequence, leveraging Hormozy's Hormozy lead nurture insights and frameworks from his books? Let's see if this is going to do it. I don't even know. Absolutely. Below is a ready-to-use 5 email nurture sequence from Hormozy, Alexa Hormozy's why, how, why now framework. Why they need it, how you solve it, why now, and the gap you'll fill if they don't act. I've woven in the classic obstacle, desired outcome. Okay, perfect. And then, thanks for signing up for Tuesday Masterclass. Of course, by the way, guys, this doesn't have insights as to what the actual masterclass is. Like, it doesn't know what we're actually going to be talking about. So if I gave data about the entire funnel, maybe it would know. But instead of me reading Hormozy's book hey, Hormozy, just put that book in here and let me ask AI to just use the knowledge that's already in the book. Why do I have to read books? Why do I have to read books? I just want to dream and I want to request stuff and I want the stuff created for me, right? Can you put it in the editor, right? Can you put it here on the left? Is it going to do it? I don't know. It's cooking. Is it going to do it? Is it not going to do it? Updated it. Yay. Thank God. Something is working finally, right? So then I can take this and then I'm like, oh, I want to add it to GHL sequences, but I don't know how to do it. Can you give me step by step? Because this is really how everyone here should be using AI. It's just because you don't know something doesn't mean you aren't able to access that insight, that information right away, right? So right now, I guess it's working. It's maybe bugging. It's just tripping, right? Why? Because this specific nurture creator agent is built based on what? Based on just the skill of creating stuff, of nurturing assets. So now it won't send it to me, right? How do I deploy these to GHL, go high level? Is it going to do it? Okay, perfect. It's giving me the steps. So navigate to marketing, emails, templates, click new template. Here's the naming convention for the emails. Use GHL merge fields. Okay, perfect. Blah, 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 right? Like anything you don't understand, you can do. You just have to want it. Do you want to do it or do you not want to do it? So I think info products are going obsolete. It's intelligence doing work for you, right? No more like, oh, watch Sam Ovens. Yeah, let's see. I got Sam Ovens gassing me up on a VSL and I haven't even gone hard on socials yet. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Fax, I'm trying to find or make an offer. Still onboarding. Niche. Hey, I'm in GCL, still onboarding, selecting niche, got a little problem. My country is small, service niche, like construction, has only 40K. You definitely then need to get out of your country. I don't think you need to stick to which country you're in. Let me know which country. Actually, can we invite Elijah? Can you invite Keller on live right now? Just get Keller on so I can ask the question, and I can just consult them. Lithuania. Oh, nice. Then I would definitely not go after that market. I would go after the English market, a bigger market. I would go after the States, Canada, US, London. Why are you sticking to Lithuania? Why you want to stick to that? Enter the studio, add a stage. You shouldn't stick into Lithuania. All right, guys, does it make sense? Coaching, cooking an offer to help more SaaS founders build a high-ticket offer in front end for ads and sell their SaaS on the back end. Cooking an offer to help more SaaS founders build a high-ticket offer in the front end for ads. Yes. Yeah, that would cook. That would cook. I'm almost up $1 million just in the last 3 weeks from doing this. So yeah, that would cook if you can pull that off. I've registered for the masterclass. When do we get the link to join on that day? You get access to a WhatsApp group. I'll show you. So if you're part of the people that signed up, that pay the $27, what I want you to do is go to your email that you made the purchase with, then go check spam. Okay. Once you have seen the message, you're going to see a link to join WhatsApp. you join the WhatsApp group. By the way, when you join WhatsApp group, you're going to get access to some bonuses. And then once you join the WhatsApp group, within the actual WhatsApp group, you're going to have the link to the calendar on Tuesday. And it's going to be accessible there. How can non-tech person cope with your training? I'm not a tech person myself, so I don't think you need to be a tech person to understand what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to be covering on Tuesday has nothing to do with the technology itself. And that's where you guys will see that the difference between me and a lot of people in the AI space is I don't focus on there's literally nothing here about tech. Like there's no tech. Zero tech. It's all about understanding the opportunity, understanding what problems can be solved with AI, why businesses are willing to buy, what are some of the companies that we've been building, why it matters, right? Understanding how clients like this in the Spanish market are making $100,000, 129K, $90,000 cash collected in the Spanish market in Spain, selling AI voice agent in Spain. Understanding how this client just scaled to, I think Hannes just sent a message around 160K a month. Kylie says in the MedSpa space, right? How all these businesses are essentially scaling. Like this stuff here has nothing to do about, I'm not going to be talking about the tech because tech people are broke. The people who are making the least amount of money right now are the people who are the most positioned to know what to do with AI. Like a lot of engineers are struggling because they don't know what to build. So trust me, even tech people are struggling, you know? Perfect. When can I get my bonus call from last month? Hey Zuva, message me on Discord. It's going to be easier. And then we can schedule a call Monday. Yeah, it does make sense. Discussing with Isa with my $500 a month budget for scaling in the US, I could not compete on ads, having clarity call on Monday. Okay. Then, okay, now that makes sense. See, I didn't have context. That's good context that you just gave me. Yeah, if you have a low budget and you want to go after a market where it's super low competition, then you might benefit from going after Lithuania. The only problem is don't expect to like make $100,000 a month. You know, you might maybe spend $500 on ads, maybe get 100 leads because the cost per lead is super low, or maybe get divide by 10, maybe get 50 leads. Out of 50 leads, maybe you convert 20% of them into an appointment. If you are doing it really well, maybe you convert 30%, which ends up being 15 sales calls. From 15 sales calls, you close, I don't know, 10, 20%. Maybe you get 2 clients, 3 clients, 4 clients at most. And maybe you make, I don't know, 4 clients at 2K, because maybe Lithuania pricing money is not necessarily as high as the US. So instead of selling each system for, let's say, 5K, 10K, 20K, you might sell it for 3.5 times 4. Maybe you make 10, 12K from your $500 budget. So that's the only game, which is like, yes, it's cheap to get leads, it's cheap to get appointments, but your scale and your ability to charge a premium price is not going to be as huge. So just have that in mind, okay? I sell life insurance. How can you help with that? I would probably pivot. I think you're just in the wrong opportunity, in a sense. So we sell to businesses. So if you wanted to, let's say, get into AI, we would be like, okay, cool. Well, let's just help you go sell to insurance, right? And let me show you as an example. Other insurance agents that pay you to help them with their lead gen, with their appointment setting, help them get more clients. And the way that it would work is really simple. Let me show you. So I would probably do something like this. If I was to go after insurance agent, where is this doc? So you would kind of like go here. Let me try to see something. Okay, let's go to think. Let's pick a category, architect. I want to help insurance agents selling. What type of policies are you selling? Is it life policies? Are you going after people with money, maybe helping them more so on the money advising side of things? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Can you tell me in the chat, please? Which markets are you wanting to go after? Someone said, I would be so happy with an extra 3K a month. I think that's almost 2,500. I can do this. Cannot wait for the masterclass. Love it. Love it, Harmit. Mustafa, let me know which services are you selling? Have you read Reality Transfer Surfing? Of course. I put it literally in the video I posted yesterday on my YouTube channel. Anyway, let's try to do this right now, guys. Target niche. I want to sell independent life insurance agents. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, what do you want these agents to achieve with their solution? I want you to tell me what they're tell me what they're struggling with, and go through all the steps of creating a better positioning. Okay, so this is kind of like what they're struggling with, right? Can you do it without needing my information / inputs? What's your single outcome? Example, I want to help them solve their biggest bottleneck. And leverage AI to solve it. Sample, if you rather that's built on assumption, just say, give me a sample. Give me a sample. Okay, so feed the funnel with endless leads. That's what you guys are being sold. The real constraint is manual, fragmented, end-to-end workflow. The new game is AI-powered agency operating system. Turn every lead into a closed policy on autopilot. Suggested, create an enemy. Sacred belief equals more leads, more sales. Frustration, endless prospecting, yet deals stall. Broken trust, the vendors promise automation, but deliver only CRM upgrades. Hidden self-blame, it's my sales skill that's lacking. Yeah, I think a lot of insurance people think that they just need to be better salespeople, which they won't be. What the old way promised, the lead flood promise. Agents believe that if they could just get more leads, the rest would fall into place. The promise sounded plausible because ad platforms can deliver volume instantly. What it actually created, lead fatigue, overwhelmed inboxes, missed follow-ups, aka second one is operational chaos, manual data entry errors, compliance slips. Revenue leakage, 60 to 80% of leads never convert, high CAC, low return on investment. Okay. The hidden cost, 10 to 15 hours a week on admin, of lost billable time per agent. I don't know what this is. 1,200 to 2,000 of lost billable time. Okay, nice. Emotional cost to these agents. They are burnt out, loss of confidence, fear of scaling. What the enemy name is the lead flood illusion. More leads, more chaos doesn't equal more sales. It names the belief system that keeps agents stuck, not a competitor. It's easy to reject and instantly makes the new game feel like the only sane alternative. Okay. Truth bombs. These are like beliefs that you need to essentially communicate back to these agents so they actually believe in your offer, right? Leads are a vanity metric. The real engine is conversion velocity. Agents waste 60% of their ad spend on leads that never get to a timely follow-up. Faster conversion raises LTV by 30% and cuts CAC by half. Manual underwriting is the hidden profit killer. Each manual underwriting step adds 2 days delay, 20% drop in close rate. AI-assisted underwriting cuts time to 4 hours. Compliance, your commission model rewards hustle, not systems, which is true. Agents chase commissions per call, ignoring scalable systems. Systemizing lifts average month policy count from 4 to 12, tripling revenue without extra commissions. AI isn't a tool, it's a new operating model. When AI handles lead qualification, underwriting, and follow-up, agents shift from salesperson to strategist, unlocking higher margin advisory services. Okay, perfect. And then look at what it does. It will show you what the system should be built, like the system that actually solved the biggest bottleneck, which is lead intake and AI qualifier, right? It shows you what happens, what it solves, how you can build it, and the traps to avoid. Okay. And then it shows you monetization lens, the value. Okay. Who is this for? Independent life insurance agents who earn between 5 to 15K a month, have 1 to 5 reps or are solo, feel stuck at 4 to 6 policies a month, who wants to scale without hiring. Okay, let me show you guys this. Okay, I think it's creating multiple things. So let me see. So I'm going to show you guys this here real quick. Okay, it actually created an artifact. So you guys see here, like category artifact, category OS. Now let me go cook something up real quick. Let me show you guys this. I'm going to show you guys how I would build an offer for insurance agents. Insurance. But guys, did you see the value of talking to that category architect? It told me what they're struggling with. It told me how to solve their bottleneck, and also told me how to position the offer. Okay. So then I'm going to go to cook. Now I'm kind of like ready to cook for insurance agents. I'm like, okay, say less. What was his name? Mustafa. Watch me cook, please. Okay. Please create an offer based on this category research artifact, and add it in the editor. Is it going to update? Let's see. Let's hope. Yes, go. Yes. Okay, I like it. Perfect. So this is kind of like the offer, AI-powered agency for life insurance agents. Okay. The system that it builds. Okay, beautiful. Tells you what to do, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then you take this here. See, I don't know if it's going to work, the website thingy, but who cares? We're just going to try it. So now I'm like, okay, I need a VSL to communicate the actual insurance VSL. Please create for me the VSL script for this offer. Okay. Who is your ideal? What are you talking about? I give you everything you need. Please ship. What? You see, what's going on? Okay. You know what? Let me show you guys this. Pissing me off. Why are you pissing me off, AI? Okay, maybe it just needs, okay. Here is all the data. Got it. I just need a couple. Okay, you see? Can you just create the VSL already without asking me questions? Is it going to listen? Is it not going to listen? Oh, wow. Why do I have to? It's like a kid that doesn't want to do something, right? Okay, perfect. Now we have the VSL. VSL for insurance hook. Leads are dead. The real pulse of your agency is conversion velocity, and you're still chasing a phantom. That's crazy. So here it's more aligned with agency owners in the insurance space, right? Uh, so you might need to just maybe tweak it and say, I actually want it to be talking to solo insurance agents, not agencies. Can you update that? Okay, perfect. Leads are dead. Boom, boom, boom. I think it's updating it. Estimated time running. Oh, it's going to take time. Okay, no worries. Come back later. I don't mind. Let's go to insurance. Let's take this offer and let's build the website. I don't know if this website thing is working right now. There's a bug, but let's try. Let's try to cook something up. I want the landing page for this offer. Insurance agent funnel. Boom, boom, boom. Please build a funnel for this offer. Let's see. It will soon discover your limit and will just start triggering you at will, right? Pissing me off. If this thing pisses me off again, guys, this funnel page, and it's also the sickest experience too. I don't know why it's not working today. It's just annoying, but let's see. Let's see. All right, guys. This is really sad. It's a really sad day for this funnel thing. I think there just might be the background stuff is just broken, right? Pissing me off. Okay, guys. For those who joined the webinar, guys, this will be working. You guys are going to get a better experience than this, et cetera, et cetera. So now I would essentially end up having, oh, whoa. Did it work? It didn't work. Let's see. Oh, no, it didn't work. Can you deliver it? It's not showing. Okay, guys, I think the agent is just down. It happens. But you could go ahead and just say, create ads for this offer. Okay, this one too is not working. Your hospital contacts forget you exist. Okay. I think the cook agents are down, guys, right now. So it ain't gonna work. But let's see. Who did we want to go? Okay, so let me show you guys this. Create an image of an insurance agent who's in his office, tired of calling his family members and friends to sell them insurance and life policies, and who on his right side has his laptop open with an AI live masterclass where they're showing him how to essentially use an app called Try Cook AI or Cook AI that essentially builds his entire growth system leveraging paid ads and funnels. Do it in a design the app like an coding platform IDE. Whoa. Coding platform IDE. Blah 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 blah. His in the basement. It's a little darker. It's a little dark because he doesn't want to wake the family up. He has a standing desk. This is gonna be insane. And a candle as his light. I mean, I don't know what kind of agent this is gonna generate, but let's see. I'm really curious. Let's see what this image is gonna look like. Guys, do you like this? Cooking? Multiple redundant copies. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What is the difference between the VIP and the regular one? How much time is it going to take? Essentially, the VIP is more of like a private Q&A session post webinar. It gives you access to our masterclass, our community on Discord. Essentially, a free month access. I mean, watch the video. You should see what kind of like what you see when you get access to the VIP. I don't want to visit the website because then you guys are going to jump there and try to skip certain parts. Okay. Woo! We got the image. We got the image. Oh, man. He's so sad. I mean, this is not Mustafa, but these are the people you need to sell to. They're in the basement. They're tired. It's like, how to use Cook AI to go help solve their problems. And I'm like, okay, make this into a video. Please cook me up a little video. I want to see his face. I want to see the AI avatar, what he's doing. Right? By the way, guys, this is 2.0 of the content workflow. Before we had it like this. You could generate an image. You could then animate that image, select the image you built to then animate it. You could upload an avatar. You could create a voice. You could have multiple voice, professional, blah, 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 blah. You could create B-roll. You could design your ICP, right? Actually, one thing I just thought about, guys, is I should not have prompted it myself. I should have just like said, I want to sell to insurance agents an AI growth system, and I essentially need ads that once they see them, they feel like, oh no, it just reprompted it. Oh no. Oh no. The image stopped working, but let's look at the video. What is he talking about? Why is he talking to me? Can you guys see it? Man, he's tired. He needs help. Oh, we can also add lip sync with audio. What does this do? Sync with audio from other blocks. Yes. So you could sync it with the audio you created. So I could lip sync it, but I don't have the audio to lip sync it with. Right, guys? Like even I didn't know that I could do this. So you could lip sync the video with the thing right here. But essentially, I could just get the AI to prompt it for me. Now, essentially, you can just do anything in life right nowadays. You just want to have fun. You want to cook a business on the side. You can just do this. How much for the app? You're not going to access the app unless you're a client. Cook one for software. No. I can't do that right now. Can't do that. What is the bit? Okay, so any principal with interest, multiple redundant companies. Okay. Creepy. Yeah. Agents run and use. Can we all use this platform? Yes, but unfortunately, it's not yet ready to be shared to the world. It's only given access to our clients. Does that make sense? Because we want to give the leverage to, to people actually go ahead and commit. Because I could make this public, right? But how many of you guys are just going to ignore it? Right? Just because I just showed you this doesn't actually mean you guys will be committed to actually building something with it, right? AI is already so powerful. So we want to make sure that everybody knows every step to take to actually go ahead and cook. And yeah, guys, thanks for signing up for the webinar. Stuart, Anthony, Rudy, Mary, Mac Annie. Yeah, thanks guys for signing up. Excited to show you guys what we can do on. It would be ignored in 95% of cases, 100%, right? 100%. Out of 500 people who are on this live right now, I would say that 99% of people wouldn't do anything with it. You know? It's crazy that we have more people on X than any other platform. Isn't that exciting? What? How is X is cooking? This is so sick. Wow. Shout out. Who's listening from X? Right? Just like how very few people actually finish courses. Yeah, 100%. Nobody finishes courses. Nobody finishes anything. Who's listening in from X? Let me know, guys. Who's watching this from X? Comment below. I don't know if I can see the comments on X or if I can just see the comments from YouTube. I think it's only YouTube, right? Wow, this is really sick. Shout out to the Twitter people. Love it. This is really sick. I can't see the comments from. If you are on X and you want to ask a question, go. Someone says, if you had a million business, you wouldn't be here. Scam. All right. And okay, I'm sorry for be here to be on the world, in front of the world. People like Connection, who have an AI image, can't be trusted. Right? If I am a scam, maybe it's AI that's commenting this, right? I don't know. But I agree. Thanks for the reply. Starting in Lithuania, later we'll pivot. Just complete beginner business. Just watch your 2-hour video you dropped and see that it takes a lot of effort to build to 100K. Yeah, 100%. It is so hard to build a business, you know? But, you know, you have access to us, so you should be fine, right? You know? To be a client, you have to have a business. Not really, but you just have to be committed to wanting to cook and to wanting to actually launch, right? Someone says keep them out of the live. I actually don't mind people engaging or hating, calling me out. I saw someone yesterday who's like, I posted a YouTube video yesterday of 2 hours, right? By the way, guys, this is probably one of the most exciting video you guys can watch. Let me show you guys this. I posted this video yesterday of every single video I've had to watch to essentially, not video, but every source of information that I had to essentially go through, right? And this person commented like, hey, bullshit that you've made over 8 figures. And what's funny to me is people, when they see you doing crazy numbers, what it makes them, what it does is it triggers their insecurities and their worldview, okay? So they're not actually necessarily hating on you. They're just hating on you because you represent what they haven't been able to achieve. And to make themselves feel better, they have to bring you down to their level so they feel like, okay, I can call him out. And then that's my way of kind of like being more important than him. And that's kind of like the only thing that haters can do is just hate. because that's all they've been able to do in their life. So what else is there to do? What else can you talk about? You haven't done shit in your life, so of course you're just going to want to hate, right? So I don't mind. Hate. Let me give you something to hate on, right? Why would I not want to give you something to hate on, right? At least I give you a purpose, right? And some people will be inspired, other people will hate. We just care for those that get inspired. Because I started my business, and I had to be inspired by someone else who was doing something. And instead of hating on them, I was like, you know what? If he can do it, why can't I? That was the mindset. It's either you see someone succeeding and then it triggers insecurities within you, or you actually see them succeeding and you're like, why? Like, wow, what if I was also able to do that? You know? And I think that's the mindset that everybody needs. It's be inspired. Stop being a hating little bitch. Okay, guys, I'm learning to stream, guys, so sorry if I curse. Okay? But it should be fun. I want to do something. Is it clear, guys? I've been building AI capabilities for the manufacturing industry. You got any go-to industries? Man, I don't like to sell to businesses that have really long sales cycles and where I have to go sell to. I like to sell to industries that I have control in and that I can sell a lot of them very fast. We don't like to sell to businesses where you essentially have to beg to essentially be appreciated, you know? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Someone send the link. What in WhatsApp is a scam or the real deal? Someone said the link. Which link? Can someone question, please? Which link did someone send? I'll be working when the webinar is on. Will I be emailed the replay? Yeah, if you guys get a ticket, you guys are going to get access to the link. So if you get a ticket before midnight, you're going to get access to it. Free speech. So low vibration comment. How do I become a client? I have 3 apps in MVP status right now. We're not really scaling software businesses right now. Sorry about that. We're launching integration companies so we can charge a lot of money first, then use that money to productize the actual service that we sell, right? Because if you're built, I mean, maybe you built great apps, but like, how do I actually scale them? I don't really know if it's going after a really important problem for society and that the actual you're going to have product market fit. So I don't know, you know? So yeah. Perfect. Do you prefer home improvement niche as the start? Yeah, there is some good markets, clients who are selling offers in there. Link of Cook AI. If you guys try to visit try Cook AI, you guys cannot sign up, by the way. You guys can't get access to it. Envy is desire, Serge. You are showing them what is possible. Serge, assigned to clients need help with service fulfillment. Can your team help? It's similar offer to build and release. Yeah, if the systems we have internally, if you can leverage them and if that's what you sell them, yeah, we can. Our team of integrators can help you fulfill. Why everyone do free live on YouTube, bro? Because why not? Just a little live cooking. It's because streaming is the new world, right? I think streaming is the future of the world. So I think people are gonna be streaming soon. A lot of people are gonna be on stream. Coaches and consultants or local businesses to sell AI. Which one would you go after? If you have content and you're good with content, you can go coaches, consultants. If you don't have content and you just want the easiest way to go after these markets, then I would probably do local businesses. right? Scanning the link but not connecting. Okay, guys, let me just give you the link. I'll put the link for the webinar. You guys can just, it's in the chat now. Would I have to join NBL program? No. Don't join NBL. It's not a program. Shout out to Splash. I was in Toronto this, what was it, this past weekend? I believe so, right? It was really sick. Do you recommend starting by selling automated solution? Join the Tuesday masterclass. I'm going to be doing a deep dive on it, guys. All right, guys. Last 5 questions, and then I got to jump off. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And then we're closing this live. Also, you guys have until midnight to get a ticket for the Tuesday masterclass. I think we'll probably have sold out by midnight. And I think some people are struggling with which credit card to use. Thank you for everyone who signed up. Okay, so I'm from Argentina, 17 years old. I'm in a one-on-one mentorship with August Nievas, the legend. I have a growth AI agency and I'm making 25K profit. What? Wow. In Argentina, 25K on profit, that's insane. Wow. Round of applause for Silvio, guys. 17 years old. Oh my God. In Argentina too. That's like being a billionaire in the States. My advice to you will be, don't let it get to your head, the fact that you're young, and do not stop at 25K profit. I want you to think about, how do you make 100 times what you're making? I want you to think about, how do you do 1,000 times more? So instead of sitting where you're at and being like, oh, I'm 25, I'm in Argentina, I probably make more money than 99% of Earth's population, you shouldn't look at it that way. You should look at it as, you're now a special human who can turn thoughts into reality. Well, if you have that confidence and you have those skills, you shouldn't compare yourself to the masses. You should try to then compete in the game of people who are actually killing it. Okay? And you should compare to people building $100 million companies. You should compare yourself to people building $50 million companies with AI, with a team of like 10, 20. You should try to build $1 billion company. Like, that should be the game you play. Don't stay in this realm of online people being happy that they make 100 grand a month. Okay, like, stop that. So you're going to probably need to find greater mentors, people who've built actual companies, like, crazy. Because at 17, if you've been able to achieve what you've achieved, oh my God, you have so much potential. But please do not let success get to your head. Please do not get into the lifestyle game, right? Please do not start buying a bunch of material stuff to show other people that you have money. Like, I literally have no watches. I have nothing. I have no necklace. I have my computer, a water bottle, right? And let me show you something. Okay? Let me show you something real quick. This is so important. It's so important. It's not about flexing, right? What matters is numbers on the board. Okay? So let me show you this something, because I think if I can give you the best advice someone can ever give me, was like, cook. Just focus on cooking, right? And because everybody was like, oh, but Serge, do you have $1 million? Do you have $1 million? Do you have $1 million? Da, 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 da. So I'm actually going to show you guys my QuickBooks. Just in the last, since August 26 to September 27, My business had generated $836,000. I don't have a Lambo. I do have a Porsche. I don't have a Patek Philippe. I don't I don't travel on a yacht in Dubai. I don't I don't go out turning up. I don't go spending money on bullshit. I don't have to prove to anyone on this life that I have money. I don't. I really don't. I love the game. I'm doing this live because I love the game. So, the best advice I can give to a 17-year-old is please do not let success get to you. Please, I wish you get the wisdom of a 100-year-old person and realize that you're really wanting to win because you just are meant to cook. You're not doing it because you're trying to validate yourself. You're not trying to fill up a hole. You're not trying to get rich so you can call your friends and say, "Oh, I got rich. Look at you. Oh, blah blah blah." You're not trying to get rich so other people can like you or have this perception of you. You're not trying to just do it because you're blessed. Do it because you can. Do it because you're do it because you have this one life, right? It's so beautiful to just cook because you just love cooking, you just love building. And I wish that's one of the most important thing that I want to push into this entrepreneurship space is that you're not trying to be a 16-year-old on Instagram buying a Koenigsegg. That's not the point. The goal is we just become better. We evolve as humans, you know? Anyway, so good job, Silvio. Proud of you. Um, wait, Serge, I'm actually confused. How would I go about it then? Just reach out to Nate? Just become a client and see. If you're a client, you would know how to do things, right? Should I do service delivery on my own or hire a white label agency? What's your take on content agencies? If I was I would probably be AI content agency. I think everybody should be. If you're a content agency, you should be just building with AI. Should I do service delivery myself? Try to find a contractor. Infinite Bullet Russian Roulette is a great game for a great end for a good game. Okay. Uh, will this live be up to watch later? I missed the start of it. Yes, it will. How much is it time is going to take to the webinar? The webinar is going to be longer than this, by the way. Should I do service? How are you so level-headed? How are you so level-headed? How are you this level-headed? I don't know. Like I've never really been. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I slept good. I had good sleep last night. Slept good. Went to watch a movie last night. Brought this girl with me. She's cool. We had a good time. Probably gonna finish this live. Maybe launch a little ad campaign. And post this on YouTube. I guess is gonna be live for everybody to see what we've been cooking. And then I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow and get after it. Just try to serve society. Yeah, I don't know. I think what if I guess the end goal for you guys who are just starting out or maybe running businesses, and maybe you want to end up in the position that I'm in, or you want to go further. A lot when you're starting out, you dream of this what success looks like, and you think that success means this like exciting adventure and always like you're almost like on a high. But really, the most successful people are jaded as fuck. They don't really get excited much. They don't get sad much. I don't really get. I don't. I'm just who I am. I just don't get a lot of effect. I could make 1 million this month. I could make 10 grand next month. I'm gonna be the same. I'm not gonna try to do crazy stuff. I'm just gonna be, I'm just going to get back to work, you know? So if you want to be a legend and you aspire to be great, I think you just got to get past the desires. You just got to become who you're meant to be and just play the game as if you're, just live life on your own terms. You need new hobbies. No, I like going for a little workout. I like to go watch movies. I like to go drive around. Um, I um, I like to listen. I like to learn. I like to go to Cape Town this winter. Who's gonna be in Cape Town? Let me know. It's gonna be nice. Um, yeah, I just like being who I am. How do you manage? How do you manage distractions, family, friends, girls, and noise? I just don't create a space for it to exist. So I don't really have that much of that. I don't have many friends. I have two, three friends, three really good friends. Girls, trying to find a wife, so just I can just lock in on one, just get married, have babies, and just stay at home. Become a stay-at-home dad. Okay, the kids running around. I'm just like, hey, don't move. Or I'm like, hey, we got this client. He paid 10 grand. You want to build his business? Okay, here's your homework. Build a little 50K a month company for this guy. And if you figure it out, you deliver all the deliverables, you're gonna get $10 for ice cream. Yeah, that would be the new world. You talked about how stressful it was running a 30K done for your appointment setting agency, but easier when you were doing 500K a month. 1,000%. 1,000%. At 30K a month, you're doing everything yourself. You're the only brain on the company. You have a lot of helpers, but you're having to make decisions on everything. At 500K a month and beyond, I didn't put together the StreamYard thing. I didn't build the app. I didn't build this funnel for the webinar you guys should be clicking on signing up. I didn't build the code, the QR code. I don't know how to build a QR code that is here. I don't uh I don't talk, I don't sell people anymore. I don't book people on appointments anymore. I don't I'm still on product. I do consult clients. I do build a lot of everything, the logic on the I do influence a lot on the platform vision, but I just think, dream, learn, 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 so that I can create the best vision for our company so we can survive a decade from now. And then I just let the team cook. That's the difference between a 30K, 500K a year business owner and below versus you make 500K, $1 million a month every month. You know? So it's just leverage. The leverage is so greater. It is unbelievable, right? You give great advice. I'm 18 and haven't started anything. I'm looking to start an AI agency. If you have $27, join the masterclass on Tuesday. Child labor, nice. Yeah. What do you expect? It's either they cook or get cooked. If I had kids right now, I'm not sending them to school. I'm sending them to an AI school to learn how to cook by the time they're 3, 5 years old. And they need to get taught physics by AI. They need to be thinking about math by AI. They need to learn about psychology by AI. They need to then take those skills and start cooking into the real world. The old education system of go to school and get a degree means nothing. If any parents is listening to this and you're sending your kids to school, you're sending your kids to university, you're sending your kids to college, and you're not getting them to play with AI, oh my God. Like, what are you actually doing to your kids? They're going to essentially end up needing to be taken care of by the government. And that's where you guys start thinking about things like universal basic income, where everybody's essentially going to get a basic income that's given to the government, because the top 1% is going to build these platforms, these AI systems that essentially replace every single job that you can think of. They're going to create so much wealth that it's not even going to be funny. And everybody who used to work these jobs is going to be rendered useless, because I'm not going to pay someone 10 grand a month or 5 grand a month or 2 grand a month if AI can do it for $2 a month, $5, or maybe $20 a month, $50 a month, and the most $1,000 a month, right? I'm spending right now on Cursor. I think I was looking at the invoice. We've exceeded like $1,000 a month in the last 30 days of coding, agentic, I guess, services. And do you know how many engineers I would have needed to hire to replace $1,000 a month worth of coding? It probably would be a $50,000 a month budget. Today, you only need $1,000 a month. It is unbelievable, the world that we're living in right now. It is amazing. So that's also why I wanted to do this live, because I wanted to just not gatekeep what we've been building behind like the masterclass, the webinar. I wanted to actually showcase, like, guys, the future is already here. It is insane. Like, for me, I'm so worried about people going through the traditional education system. It is genuinely scary, right? My God, the world is going to be so dangerous to live in it in this near future. Like 5 years from now, copywriters, therapists, funnel designers, media buyers, sales process consultants, like all these people are just going to be useless. One person is going to replace 1,000 consultants. One person is going to build an app that replaces 1,000 funnel building agencies. All these, oh my God, like it's already happening. I just showed you guys this today. It's 2 hours, two hours in, right? So yeah, my kids, my brother's kids, they're cooking. By the time they're 3, get in front of the Cook AI app, sit down, let it think with AI, then go build something. You want to build a game for yourself? Okay, cook something up. Learn how to cook, learn how to think, learn how to prompt, right? You know? And also the time that it saves your team. Yes, Hitendra. Oh, Hitendra. Great seeing you, my brother. How much did you pay tax last year? I don't know. Not a lot. I spent it all. I spent 3-4 mil on my team last year, and I bought a new car. I bought this. I bought that. We traveled. So I try to spend a little bit. I try to reinvest in the company, guys. Okay, so I can not pay taxes. So technically, I pay myself 150 grand a year, guys. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not I don't fly on private jets. I'm in high ticket sales right now, but essentially I want to make an agency that scale creators from offer systems, acquisition system. I hope to hook them up with a sales team from Latin America niche. Okay, I like that. How would you go about it? Offer, VSL, landing page, nurturing systems. You're going to need a CRM, and then you're going to need one main acquisition funnel, which could be drive ads to your maybe Instagram, then convert leads into appointments through DMs, or you could do masterclass showing them everything that you do, and then at the end pitch whoever you want who wants to work with you. You could do a VSL funnel, all that good stuff. Join the masterclass, and I'm happy to get the VIP seat, and then we can talk about it live. What if you're in pursuit of healthcare career? Ooh, that's a tricky one, because I guess healthcare, doctors are getting cooked right now, but I don't think, people in the healthcare, nurses, are going to necessarily get replaced right away, because I think with government is that things take so long to be established. So I'm thinking that the education system, the financial system, the healthcare system, these people are not going to adopt AI until like 20 years from now, right? So if you want to go in a career in healthcare, you're probably fine. But if you want to get into AI and then merge healthcare with it, then you probably want to start more so with smaller clinics. So your path in healthcare is fine, right? So orally, you're going to be fine. All right, guys. If you guys haven't bought a ticket, thank you guys to Errol RP who just signed up. Maybe I'd go live again tomorrow and do another cooking session. I'm gonna fix the website stuff, and then I'll come back maybe tomorrow. What will be the moat when, let's say, all businesses the same issues to make their ads? Then that won't be the moat. That won't be the moat. They're gonna have to find another moat. Serge, what do you think about being so unbalanced and obsessed, working 20 hours a day, sleeping only 4 just to reach my first 10K a month? I mean, how do you view the total of imbalance in 0 to 10K? I'm sure you're not working 20 hours a day. You may probably be watching a bunch of videos 20 hours a day, but you're definitely not working 20 hours a day. So if you're working 20 hours a day for a week straight, you should get to 10K per month in 2 weeks. If that's actually the output that you're putting in, right? Or the inputs and the output. So I think you may be working on the wrong things. So I would rethink what your time allocation looks like. So how the young entrepreneur is going to drop out of school, while they're forced by their parents? Convince them. They sold you on why you need school. Okay, actually, let me put this into perspective. Your parents weren't born believing in school. Their parents told them, if you want a great life, you have to go to school. And then they were like, wow. And then it was maybe 20 years ago, they went to school, they got a good job, they have a good career, and now they're making a decent living. They're able to pay their bills. They're able to put food on the table for you. They're able to buy you clothes. They're able to afford a mortgage. So now for their kids, they're like, oh, well, we also got to instill that same logic within our kids. It's not that it's their fault. It's just that it was their reality. If you were asking me the same question 20 years from now, I'd be like, yo, go get a degree, become a lawyer, become an architect, become an engineer, learn how to code from school, learn how to do marketing. Actually, marketing, definitely don't want to go to school for that. but any other skill, 20 years from 15 years, even 10 years from ago, it was a great path, right? But you have to understand that now the paradigm has shifted, and it is up to you, regardless if you're 15 years old or 20 or 25, it's your job to now show your parents this new reality. Because why are you going to blame them that they're forcing you to go to school if that's all they've ever known to create a good life? They're trying to just give you what was their playbook. It's like they're trying to sell you a course on how they created a decent life. They're essentially giving you their course, their playbook. They're giving you their framework. But the problem is, what worked in the last 25 years is probably not going to work in the next 25 years, right? Yeah. How people in 5 to 10 years start a business from nothing, intelligence, so accessible. Everything will be earlier automated and made public. So rich people for, yeah, unfortunately, I think it's going to be really hard to go from middle class or poor or broke to ascend into the 1%, because the people who own the intelligence are going to get so rich. But it's like the only way you're going to get super rich is if you own intelligence that you rent out to others. This is why, like in the masterclass, I think, you're already a client, so you probably know this. which is why I said that step 0 is you need to get into a market and understand how to scale them, understand how to solve their problems, collect that information, then eventually turn it into a platform that then you can rent to that same industry. The goal is, instead of working as a human trading time for money, you're going to own intelligence that you rent out. And you're essentially going to have intelligence that you rent out. So instead of renting out your time to make money, you're going to have intelligence. Do you think YouTube will be a good film to develop my AI agency? Yeah, do content on YouTube. It's good. What's the best way to validate a software idea besides it logically making sense? Make money with a service business first. If you go with software first, you're going to get cooked. You're going to get demolished. I met a 14 kid last month that runs an AI agency making 14 grand a month. Crazy, amazing. Yeah. Okay, what do you think about offering digital products? That works, but the thing is, people are tired of buying courses, guys. How many here have bought courses and are still broke? Let me know in the chat. I like to sell services, products that make it unreasonable for the user not to see the outcome they want. By default, it means that I like to do what? To give them the thing that is going to do the work on their behalf. It could be a system. It could be an employee, so placing talent in their business. It could be, in this case, a platform that builds the thing they desire. So instead of me just telling you the information of how to win, I'm like, yes, I'll give you the information, but I also want to have a mechanism that does the thing that executes the information on your behalf. Okay? If you can figure this out, then you don't need to sell digital products. You can just sell execution. And when you sell execution, people are going to pay you so much money. Digital products are, you can't, unless, even Iman, let's say Iman, after his challenge that he has this week, maybe he's going to sell it for what? For 1,000? At most 1,500? Do you know how many people you need to speak with before you can sell a $1,000 digital product? It's a lot of people. And these people have already paid the $1,000, $2,000 for their courses. So they're probably going to be resistant, right? And the only way to make digital products as a business work is if you go in a blue ocean market where people are clueless, literally like live in like as if it's 1955, and you can just sell them anything. Like, hey, here's how to use AI to track your weight, right? So yeah, I like digital products if you have a personal brand, if you're really good at, if you have a great case study that you want to demonstrate. But this idea that you can just build a digital product by AI. Okay, actually, guys, think about this. And I'm not calling out Iman. Iman is a G. He's a legend. He's probably going to clear 50 million this week. So I support him totally. But for me, I could have used this app to say, oh, let me build you a digital product. And I could literally spin up a platform. I could literally add that tomorrow, right? But the problem is, if you try to build a digital product to help real estate agents, what do you know about real estate? Or you want to help agency owners, what do you know about running an agency? How is someone who never succeeded at building an agency, a service business, the easiest thing to sell, going to build a product to sell to agency owners? How are they going to judge what the product actually is? They're going to say, oh, help me build the digital product that can sell to agency owners to help them get clients. But you've never gotten clients in the first place yourself. So what if AI gives you some bullshit? What if AI hallucinates and tells you that, oh, you should do cold email? And then you realize that cold email within that market doesn't even work. So yes, you spent all this time getting AI to hallucinate you some ideas, some plans, but you don't have any experience about that market. So you're just going to take what AI, so AI is going to lie to you, and then you're going to sell a lie. And that's going to be the way you create wealth for yourself. It doesn't, this thing is flipped on its head. To build a great digital product, you need to be a master at the thing you're trying to create content around. And then you can use AI as leverage to create stuff. And then you do quality assurance. You're like, oh, this works, this doesn't work. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the output of this. And then you're like, okay, boom, this is great. That's how we built this platform. Imagine if me in 2021 tried to build a platform like this. It would be full of bullshit stuff. And maybe I could have gotten on a live like this and been like, oh, this is how you build a company with AI. I've never built a company in my entire life. So what? I'm going to be like, oh, well, I stole Hormozy's frameworks and I stole Samovin's sales script. And hey, please use this. So it's really please, if you're an expert, please go do digital products. If you're just starting out, I'd rather just sell a service business, an integration business, and actually sell tangible things, J'ai cru comprendre que tu étais aussi francophone. Tu penses que migrer sur le marché US est un bon plan? Ouais, tu peux aller vendre aux États-Unis si if you do good. I mean, ça dépend. Est-ce que tu es actually bon en anglais? Est-ce que tu es confortable? If you are, then yeah, go to the States. Skip the what is it? Skip the French market. They're so cheap, right? All right, guys. I'm going to end it today. You guys can have the live. You guys can rewatch everything. And for those who want to access the app, join the masterclass on Tuesday. You have until midnight to sign up. You can use this link. And see you guys on Tuesday. But guys, I'm excited to give access to everybody who ends up working with us to this platform. I think it's going to revolutionize the way you build companies. And yeah, the goal is how can we build $1 million profit business with this app from scratch? Okay. And then if you join the masterclass this Tuesday, I'm going to show you guys the entire playbook of how we're essentially building first AI growth firms. So companies that go integrate AI tools into companies. Stage 2, how do you then productize what you have and then turn it into a platform? Why am I doing that? Because we want to build these platforms and we want to invest into these platform businesses because we believe that's going to be the future. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking coffee. I may drink some wine tonight, though. Or tequila. A little bit tequila, a little spicy marg. Anybody want some spicy marg? Do you think the ones like Iman Gadzi, their story is real and we can face ones like him next year's? I'll definitely use, what if you sign up and do not have the time to attend Tuesday? You can still get access. Are you still going to have access to the app? You're not going to get access to the app right away because you sign up. You're going to get access to the playbook. And once you understand what we're doing and it sounds like the path you want to go ahead with, then you can decide to work with us. Then we can make you an offer on how to access the app. Okay. This live stream going to be saved. Yep. I think it's going to be on YouTube, I believe. Again, guys, use this link to sign up. See you guys on Tuesday. Let's change some lives. Thank you guys for everyone who signed up. Again, let me just show you guys. The future of building a company is really going to be this. You wake up one morning, maybe you want to work, maybe you actually want to use this platform to serve clients. So maybe you want to build a new workspace. And you're like, you know what? I have this client who is in software, right? And I want to build their go-to-market, and I want to help them scale with AI. Perfect. Then you just wake up one morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and then you're like, okay, software, um, software, cook AI. Okay. Um, and then, by the way, eventually we can just have the actual voice. I can talk to this chat because sometimes I don't like to write things. Okay. So I want to create the value proposition of this AI. Actually, it's not going to work because the way we framed this offer building platform, or the logic behind this bot or this agent, is to build offers for service businesses. So if I was to ask it like, hey, build me an offer for my app, it's probably not going to work for this AI app that essentially builds AI growth firms and helps with fulfillment for anyone launching an AI business. An AI integration business to help businesses scale. It builds their offer, chooses their market, builds their go-to-market, their ads, landing page, etc., etc. Help me build the best offer and pricing. Help me choose the ideal ICP. I don't know if it's gonna work, guys, because I've never used this for this kind of a question. Offer package, okay. Launch a fully AI automated program in 30 days that generates qualified leads, run ads, delivers accounts without hiring a single SDR or marketer. Okay, cool. And then pricing, 19 one-time installation. Okay, this is like for the founder, CEO, head of growth, rising CAC, low ROI, manual prospecting, software founders, digital agencies, B2B service firms, AI-driven growth arm, monthly revenue, boom. Okay, cool. So I could go ahead and take this, build a VSL, build a landing page, build the ads, build a flow chart, build a sales script, build a knowledge base, build a content flow. I can then go ahead and just get what is the name? I think it's background agents. I could go then build background agents to be like, okay, do research around this YouTube channel, find me the top YouTube thumbnails for this niche, blah, 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 blah. Can you just go here? And I'm like, test run. I could build like, hey, I want to find the viral content to this thing, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to essentially start looking for scraping the internet or YouTube of all the thumbnails, help me with packaging. I can then start cooking up content, blah, 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 blah here, right? So this is going to be like the future. And I'm excited to give you guys access to this. All you guys have to do is just join me this Tuesday. I'm going to break down everything, and then we'll get ready to cook. Take care, guys. Going to end this now. Bye. And